my knowledge hoard back there. All these books. You don't got them, get them. You need them. You also need this. I will make images of each individual page, post them on my channel, on my social media, and all you got to do is screenshot it, print it, and now you got your copy, so you can read and learn. This is Article 10. There's 30 of them, so I'm a third of the way through. I got some time to put in. I'm not just doing this for me, I'm doing this for you guys. Sometimes we don't want to pick up books and pages and read, so I'm going to try to make a 6-minute video on each individual article based on my intellectual prowess and my heart, my personal, my emotional connection to them. And feel free to interpret them your way, based on your knowledge and your heart. Everyone is entitled in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal. Y'all keep calling them courts. In human rights, they call them tribunals. Human rights is the law of the land. You make your choice. In the determination of his rights and obligations, and of any criminal charge against him. See, that's another thing. And I'm not the expert on it. But criminal, let's say versus civil. What's a criminal offense? If I do something that impacts negatively on your human rights, that's criminal. If I punch you in the face, it's criminal. If I break into your home and steal your television or whatever I steal from your home, that's criminal. If I defame your character, defamation of character. If I go out and I start telling people that, you know, you're a horrible person, you're a satanic devil worshiper, but without any proof, that's a crime. Covet thy wife, that's a crime. So you're married to this woman, you guys have sworn to each other, and then I come along and I seduce your wife and have intercourse with your wife. That's crime. You go down the rest of the list, right? 10 Commandments, the amendments, and the Constitution. These are things that are crimes. You speeding while traveling, you running a red light while traveling, you parking a car on a public street without putting some coins in a box. Those aren't criminal. Those are civil. Civil means you have a privilege. And in order to do those things, you have to have a license. And if you have to have a license for something, it is presumed that what you're doing, that activity that you are doing without permission, is criminal. But if you're living your human rights life, we just kind of went over what's regarded criminal and human rights. And none of this is mentioned. This is the reason why Supreme Court is very separate from federal, state, county, and municipal tribunals. The Supreme Tribunal, the Supreme Court Tribunal of this land, deals with law and law only. Human rights. If it's a civil rights issue, you go into federal, state, county, local, municipal tribunals. You don't know and learn the difference, you will become a slave according to, what is it, Amendment 13 or 14? And if you remember earlier, when I read back earlier, slavery is against the law. Article 4. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Correlations, people. Correspondence to cause and effect. What's the cause in this point? Not knowing what your human rights are. What's the effect? Having to turn over Federal Reserve notes in lieu of a monetary substance, gold and silver. You got this guy to think about that. The age of Roosevelt. The coming of the New Deal. You got that guy, Roosevelt. Think for all this when it comes to our system of what basically now is IOUs. Because our Federal Reserve notes aren't backed by gold and silver anymore. Look it up. Go to the U.S. Treasury's website. It says it right there on the U.S. Treasury website. So I don't argue. I just present facts, knowledge. Love y'all.